Hey there, Rachael Evans here from the Workshop Whisperer, and I'm coming live into our Facebook community here in your profitable auto repair shop. And the reason I'm doing that is because there were some big budget announcements last night, and there's a lot of fear out there today in the small business community and amongst investors, which I know many of you may be, depending on where you're at in your business owner journey. And just like we did in our engine room community earlier this morning, I wanted to share some thoughts with you on what these announcements can mean for you as a small business owner, first of all, and potentially as an investor as well, if you're using your small business as the vehicle to pump out the cash to make investments elsewhere. Bit of a disclaimer, I am not giving you financial advice. I am sharing an opinion. You, of course, should have connections to expert financial advisors that you should talk to before making any decisions regarding your finances. Alrighty, so here inside your profitable auto repair shop, we have repair shops of all kinds, and I'm particularly talking to you in Australia, as this is the Australian federal government's budget for 26-27. So there's three main things to discuss. There's things that will affect you as a small business, as the way you may pay tax, through what structure and how much tax. And then there's changes for the way you might invest in property in future as well. But the one thing that underpins it all is you as a small business owner and how this is going to affect you, your business, and ultimately your family and future wealth. We have always, for more than a decade, coming into our 13th year, have spruiked the idea that your business should be set up in a way that it produces a sufficient profit so you can take that profit and go and build wealth across other platforms or mediums, however you would like to describe that. Because having all of your wealth eggs in one basket, being your business, is not a good prospect, particularly in a time like now when we've got an uncertain economy. And in uncertain economies, times get tough. And right now, we've got rising inflation in Australia, we've got rising interest rates, and now we've got all of this budget stuff to deal with as well. There's one thing that rings true today, and it's always been true. The budget announcements don't change it. In your case, as a small business owner, in my case, as a small business owner, profit will always protect your family. So the fear that may be felt by small business owners today should not be of as much concern to you if you are already running a profitable business in its own right. If you are structured for tax purposes with a discretionary or family trust, and that is how you try to extract chunky cash from your business, then you are going to see a way or a change in how you need to operate, because the government is saying we're going to take that tax effectiveness strategy away from you. Why? Because the government wants you to pay more tax. So if you have a business that is profitable in its own right, as in you get money to the bottom line on your P&L, and that cash is available to you as the owner, be okay with paying your tax on it and go and invest the profits, or do whatever you like with it. Hopefully go and invest it somewhere so that you've got multiple investment options and generating wealth through multiple channels. Don't fall into the trap of continuing to think that a busy business is a profitable business. Busy businesses go broke when they don't have the right systems inside of them. We saw it during COVID. Previously busy businesses go broke because their businesses weren't set up to produce a profit that would have seen them through. An average business will survive in a boom period. An average business will not survive in an uncertain economy. The difference is the profit strategies. The Workshop Whisperer has always been about teaching you profit strategies. Be very careful moving forward who you get your business advice from. In the last couple of years, there's been a flood of options for you to choose from. People popping up, sprouting. We can help take you from a $50,000 month to a $500,000 month. That's revenue. That's not profit. If they can't talk to you about profit and how to generate profit and what levers to pull to produce a profit, they're just clickbaiting you. You've got to be really careful. Profit protects your family in any economy. A good business that produces a good profit helps you rise above the economy, no matter the economy. That's what you need to build right now if you're not already building it. And that's what we were able to share with our engine room clients this morning. They are already inside the community and attached to the strategies that are helping them build that profit-focused business. Revenue is great especially when you're trying to grow to full capacity. You need more revenue, but you've got to have the strategies in there to make sure you capture the margin you need to produce the profit you need that will protect your family. Then you won't be so worried about having a family trust structure not being an option anymore. So think about that. Are you doing everything you can right now to learn the profit strategies that are necessary? If you're not, and you're not connected to where you might be able to learn them, now's the time to go both feet in. You've got till July 1, 2027, which is when the government proposes these changes will come into effect. You've got till then to get underway if you haven't started yet, if you've just been winging it, if you're not producing the profit that you want and you don't know how to change the result. If you haven't been paying attention to what the Workshop Whisperer has been doing all year, we've been running a monthly public workshop showing you profit strategies. Yes, you've got to generate more revenue, but you've got to have the things in place that help you capture the profit, the margins. You've got to know what levers to pull. Even before these budget changes were announced, we were already setting up our emails and our Facebook posts to notify everyone about our May workshop that is being run on May 29. We'll be sharing profit strategies with you again. If you want to comment in the chat with just a hand raise or a double hand, we'll DM you with the link so that you can register for the waitlist. And as soon as we release the tickets for it, we'll send you that link, no problem. But that's not what I'm here to sell you. I'm here trying to hammer home to you that if you're still an average business relying on money being funneled and distributed through your family trust, it's suggesting that your business on its own isn't producing the profit that it could. You're relying on the trust to get the money to you when you could have a profitable business standalone that gets that money available to you. Let's move on to if you are a property investor. Many of our clients, because we've always been about the whole wealth game, not just having your business as the only vehicle, many of our clients invest in property. And as part of the Workshop Whisperer's own success team, having a panel of suitably qualified advisors is something that we always recommend. But having access to the experts we bring in, many of them already use a strategy for acquiring new property. That's what the government is saying it wants you to buy because it thinks it's going to stimulate housing. Therefore, it is not going to remove the capital gains, the negative gearing concessions rather on new property. If you're someone that invests and was thinking you would continue to invest in established property, you're probably going to have to look at how those changes are going to affect you moving forward. And if you're a house flipper, if you buy houses, do them up to sell them, to move them on, then your capital gain is going to be hugely affected by these changes. So these are all things that we need to consider if we are already investing. All of this stuff is what we talk about inside the engine room. Your business isn't just a vehicle for you to have part of your wealth journey. You can set it up to be an ATM to pump out cash so that you can have investments elsewhere, which is a very logical thing to do and hopefully highlighted right now because we do have an uncertain economy. Uncertainty causes people to contract. It causes mindsets to think, I've got to be extra conservative and I'll stop investing in some of the things that would actually help me learn what I need to do to produce a better result and grow. That's not the mentality you want to have right now. You want to hook in with the people, communities, experts who are already doing the thing and have the results that you want so that you can do the thing and have the results that you want. Don't fall into the fear mind trap at this point. So in summary, because I've been banging on here for 12 minutes, what we really, really need you to remember is, yes, there's a lot of fear. But if your business is profitable, you can feel comfortable feeling less fear because a profitable business always wins. The government is saying we are going to reward productivity. Productivity comes from good businesses producing good profit. Yes, the government wants to take more tax from small business owners, but if we get caught up in the politics of it and how unfair it seems, we miss what's right in front of us, the opportunity that's right in front of us. And that is looking at your financials right now. Okay, I'm not where I want to be. What have I got to do to get there? Because profit protects your family. So as I mentioned just before, if you want to learn some more profit strategies, we've got another workshop coming up on May 29. Give us a hand raise in the comments and we'll send you the link so that as soon as we release the tickets for it, you can grab them. We sold out last month, so don't miss out this month. At the end of the day, at the Workshop Whisperer, we are all for profit. Remember, revenue won't get you out of a jam if your margins aren't where they need to be. Profit gets you out of the jam. All right. To your success. Have a great day.